Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. This one is all about the Reverb G2 Comfort and that contentious issue of the sweet spot. Now if I had £1 for every time I had a comment related to the small sweet spot of the Reverb, I would be very rich actually. And I don't know, I've been looking for quite a while of any modifications that could possibly make that better. And also, it's just because the thing is with this headset, right, it's actually really comfortable, but what kind of HP missed here was the ratchet style kind of design, a kind of halo strap, which really cups the back of your head. Now, because the sweet spot in the Reverb G2 is relatively small, I don't think it's as tiny as what people make out it is, but it is quite small compared to the Oculus headsets. You really need the headset to stay put when you're doing your flight simming sessions, you know, when they're hours and hours. Because, I mean, you've seen it on my videos, guys. You know, I'll be flying around and I'll be kind of messing around with it. I do shuffle it about and it's annoying. So this is where Studio VR comes in, Studioform, which is a company which makes actually many VR headset modifications which really focus upon comfort. But you know what, I actually think they're selling themselves short here, because I do feel that also this really helps the sweet spot. I've been testing this for a couple of days now, including a very long session. I did a 4.5 hour session in the CRJ the other day, and do you know what, I probably could count twice I moved the reverb, and I think that's mainly due to a habit of mine. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm flying in the reverb, sometimes I move it around quite a lot, and I kept feeling that I wanted to do it in this, and then thinking to myself, hang on a minute, it's actually really clear, because what this does is keep the headset firmly on your head. Now, how does it do it? Well, there's a number of ways it actually achieves this. First of all, it has a sort of weight balancer on, like a counterweight basically, on the back of the headset, and it's really easy to let me see if I can show you. Basically, in fact, what I'll do is I'll overlay some video now of how to attach both the counterweight and also this sort of head strap. It's incredibly easy. It takes literally seconds to do it, and there's also very good instructions on how to do that. But as you can see here, it's there's actually two different weight options. You can either have the 100 gram or the 200 gram version. I've tested both, and actually I prefer the heavier weighted version, because the Reverb G2 actually is about 550 odd grams anyway, which is quite light, but all that weight is at the front of the headset. So to have a 200 grams on the back as well really balances it. And I find that I don't have to have the headset so tight on my face now, which is fantastic. Of course, this head strap as well, which comes in the kit by the way, kind of helps align the sweet spot to the point where you kind of just pop it on your head. You don't have to have all the straps really tight so it's like really, you know, strapped to your face. In fact, I think I can actually say that there's been a few times in VR where I kind of almost forgot I had a headset on, and that is quite a rare thing indeed. And I really truly mean it, guys. I wasn't actually very convinced when the Studioform contacted me, and I thought, well, hang on, the G2 is already comfortable. How on earth can it be any better? But this transforms the comfort. It really does. But I think the big thing here for me is the sweet spot, which really just makes you feel very comfortable. Your eyes are always aligned. One thing that you will notice, it might worry you, because it did me, when I first put this counterbalance on, the headset feels really, it's actually quite heavy. You know, it's quite a shock, because when I first, you know, in fact that's the same with the Reverb G1 as well, when I first tried it and just felt it, it's so light and you think that's brilliant. But when you put that counterbalance on, you think, oh my goodness me, it's made the headset very heavy. But all that weight is right at the back of the head, which is where you need it, and you don't notice it. Once it's on, it really has no effect. It doesn't make you feel like it's weighing down on your head. Say if that counterbalance was somewhere else, you could be able to tell. But as you can see here, if I put it on now, it's actually, if you cut the back of your head there, it just sits there really easily, and it's quite an uncanny feeling. So what I thought we could do, actually before we do that, I also want to mention that Melissa, my partner, she has a very small head and she's always struggled to use the Reverb G2, but I'm pleased to say she actually had a mess around in, Project Cars the other day, and she was in it for about half an hour. Before that, she wouldn't even be able to stand 5 minutes in this because it was just it moved around too much, but now it sits perfectly on your head without any messing around. It's remarkable. So as I say, there's a 100 gram version and a 200 gram. My personal favourite is the 200 gram version, even though it's a lot heavier. It kind of makes the headset really nicely balanced. So yeah, honestly, it's a winner. And great news, guys. If you are interested in buying one of these, I've actually got a code for you. I think it's called VR Flight Sim Guy 5. I can't remember, but I'll put it on the screen now. If you type that in the promo code thing, when you do the order, you will get 5% off. So I think that's really cool. But anyway, I think really, let's have a little fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator with this on, just so I can sort of describe how it is even more whilst in the headset. See you in a moment. Okay guys, so welcome. We're now in the sim, and I've got the headset off my face on purpose because I want to show you something quite remarkable. If I just basically plonk it on like this, I am directly in the sweet spot. I'll do it again. Right, I'm just going to plonk it on my head. That's amazing. Now before, if I place the reverb on my head, it'd be like this. I'd have to put it on, then shuffle it around. There we go. But with this, now that I have it set to my sort of adjustment of my head, that's incredible. I won't keep doing that because I know it might be annoying for you to watch, but yeah, and I'm directly in the sweet spot. Do you know, it's something I feel many manufacturers of VR headsets don't really consider enough, and that's the comfort. I think that's the #1 priority over everything else, is the comfort, because otherwise you're not going to stay in VR for very long and it's going to be annoying for you. But with this, it's really quite remarkable. Do you know, of all the things I reviewed this year, this has been the easiest to review because I can't see any downsides to it. It's really great value for money as well, and you can even get 5% off with my little code. We'll just talk. In fact, actually, at the moment we are at Portsmouth, in case you're wondering, because this is a photogrammetry area in the UK, and I didn't realise it was actually photogrammetry until I was touring around this the other day. And this is the Spinnaker, I think it's called, tower, model brilliantly, as always, with the Gaia simulations. That, wow. Now, my next video will be showcasing the very same sort of hardware, but on the Quest 2, which I think is in desperate need of modification. So I'll look forward to showing you that video very soon. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye for now. How's that for a view?